Hi. So I wish I could say like this has been requested or whatever, but obviously that's not the case. Welcome. My name is Tin or Tinashe or Cowboy Tin. Either is acceptable. I wanted to do a really quick and simple tattoo tour because I feel like it's just a fun idea. I used to watch these when I was younger and dream about the day when I could have tattoos and when I was like 18 and could go and get them myself or whatever. But now that I'm older and more tattooed, I wanted to just show where I got things from. I will obviously mention the artists, the studio where applicable, but yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, I thought I'd start first with my arms. So this tattoo is a barbed wire heart. I got this tattoo at a studio in Adams, Massachusetts called The Lucky Cat, and I'm trying to remember the person I was tattooed by. I can't remember. I'm sorry to the guy because I can't remember your name. I'm sorry, but it isn't somewhere, and if I can remember and find it, I will tag. But I love this. Is a Valentine's Day flash that I did with two of my friends from college, and that was really lovely. So I love this one. It's my little heart. This was actually my first proper tattoo. This I wanted to get. You know how like there was a thing where like your first tattoo that typically like girls get is a butterfly tattoo, and I was like, yeah, I'll get my first tattoo to be a butterfly tattoo too. But I went a little rogue, I guess. I love this tattoo. This was done by my very dear friend, super talented artist Lex, who lives in and works out of Burlington, Vermont. So check them out because they're amazing, and you will see a lot of their work as we go through this tour. My next one is my dragon tattoo, and the tattoos that I have that I'm going to show you next were all inspired by Stieg Larsson's book series, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, because I love the series so much and I wanted to get a couple of book-based tattoos. So this is the first of those. I don't know which I'm going to do next, but I'm definitely going to be getting some more book-related tattoos and word-related tattoos because I love words. So the dragon tattoo is both an homage to many things and a super cool exploration of style for me and for my friend, the artist Lex, when we worked on this. So I'm really excited. I love this dragon a lot, and it's just gonna be using forever. So thank you, Stieg Larsson. This was technically my first tattoo. It's hard to see, but it says Desiderata. If you've never read it or heard of it, the Desiderata is a poem that was found in an ancient church. It was written in 1927, I believe. And it's kind of this maxim for life that I like to live by, my mom also likes to live by, and we have this kind of rapport with this poem as a kind of guiding principle. And so I really wanted that to be the first thing that I got. I will need to have this touched up pretty soon, actually. But I do love this tattoo. It was in as close as I could get to my own handwriting, as neatly as possible, but it was done by an old acquaintance, whose name I'm forgetting. Lucy? What was her name? She was like a very significant part of my life for a period of time. Anyway, I believe her name was Lily. So, all right, let's move on. That's all for, is that true? Sometimes I have ones like hidden under things. That's all for this arm. Let's move on to arm number 2. Okay, so first up is my horse tattoo. I needed a horse because I'm a horse girl at heart, die-hard horse girl. So I was like, how can I not have a horse tattoo by now? I got this, I think last year actually. And this was also done by Lex from their flash, and I love this beautiful, it's almost like a carnival horse, like a merry-go-round horse, but yes, beautiful. And then we also have this butterfly, which was supposed to be kind of the mirror to the butterfly on this arm, but I can't remember when we did this, but Lex and I had this tattoo idea and brought it to, actually, I think this is the one that Lex and I did for my birthday. And I love this butterfly. Lex is obviously incredible. As you can tell, I love their style and have so many of their pieces, but I do love this, and this is from their flash, I believe. I have this tattoo, which was done by Cass. Hi, Cass. Brown Dag Tattoos in Zim. And this is a hornet's nest because of the Stieg Larsson book, The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. So this is the second of the tattoos I got for Stieg Larsson. So shout out to Stieg Larsson. I also really wanted a bicep tattoo, so I'm working on what to do here. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. Okay, that was just for thumbnail. Over here on my shoulder is a spider web, and I wanted to get it here specifically. I did not want to do the elbow thing for so many historical reasons and cultural reasons that I will not get into right now, but I wanted to get this because of The Girl in the Spider's Web, also by Stieg Larsson. So I think that's the end of the Stieg Larsson tattoos, by the way. I think we're done there. Next up, we have this tiny little tattoo that says 8/7. It's based on this Japanese proverb that I read that says, fall down 7 times, get up 8. And I like to have it right here so that anytime, you know, even when I'm getting up in the morning, I'll look at this and it's a reminder of kind of like through every adversity, you know, one more push, keep on going, one step before the other, etc. is kind of the message behind that. And again, some of them, like I have tattoos that I did get for fun, like the book ones and stuff, but there are some that I also got with additional meanings. Yeah, all right, moving on. We have this tattoo here, which is kind of a melted grid. My friend Chris is the artist behind this, and I love Chris and I miss them very much. This is a mold that I have, but we worked around it, and I love this little grid pattern. It's the only tattoo that's like not on one of my limbs, so a very special tattoo. Next we have this tattoo. So this is my spirit animal tattoo, and so the story behind this is very interesting. When I was in Dallas, Texas in 2022, I met a very interesting gentleman. Shout out to you, Demetrius, if you're watching this sometime in the future. Asked to draw me. I only requested that he use things that were already public, such as things on my Instagram. And he took an image and made like, I don't know, a kind of hybrid drawing of me with my spirit animal that I told him was a gazelle, because it kind of was a spirit animal that I'd been given, I guess, by like a coach that I'd had when I was younger. So I just used that because I wasn't going to use my actual ancestral spirit animal for semi-obvious reasons. So that is the story behind this. It is my face, so there's that. But it's not one of those. It looks, and it's like, it looks bad when I say, yeah, I have a tattoo of myself, but it's a little bit different than just having like my own face on my leg. Okay, we have a couple more, but I'm actually not going to share what's on this leg. I love these tattoos and I think that they're special, but what I don't think is that they're very good. And I know I'm saying that because I did them myself. There are 4 of them and they are phrases, and they're cool, but I'm going to retouch them, and when I am ready and we have a little bit more to go off of, I'm definitely going to be showing you guys this. The final tattoo I'm going to share is actually on my arm, and I didn't share it before, but it is right here on the back of my arm, and it says, wait, what does it say? Sometimes I feel very small, but my heart is still very big. And this tattoo is very connected with grief and healing for me. I got this at a time where there was a lot happening and where so much change was going on in my life. And it was a great reminder of myself, a great reminder of the kind of person that I am, and to kind of keep going through it all. So I love that tattoo, and I think that's the end. I have 16, so let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16. Okay, I skipped the 4 that I was gonna skip before. Anyway, that's it, guys. The sun's going down and I have some things I gotta do before that happens, but thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.